Welcome back to another edition of Special Situations Investing with Greg. This week I'll do a follow-up for my SFE investment that I did a couple of weeks ago. I will also be talking about another tender offer that's part of a merger, so check it out. Hey everyone, welcome back to another edition of my YouTube channel on Special Situations Investing and my personal investing practice. As a quick disclaimer, this video is for educational purposes only. Any companies that I mention in this presentation are discussed solely for illustrative purposes. Discussing such companies and the specifics about them is to help educate me and educate you about certain special situations. It is not a solicitation to purchase them. I recommend that you conduct your own research and identify why you might want to own the company yourself prior to your committing of any funds. I also recommend that you seek the services of a financial advisor that has considered your personal situation as your fiduciary. And then finally, may your education here grow your knowledge, improve your personal investing performance, and give you the confidence to take control of your future. Thanks a bunch for watching. Now on to the video. So a couple of weeks ago, I spent some time with a video talking about SFE. And this is a company that's going through basically the winding up liquidation process, and I decided to participate in the tender offer that's associated with this. I went ahead and sold out my entire position at an average return of about 4.36% over a 2-week period. I still think that there's value in this company. It's just I continue to see opportunities in other areas, and I feel like this might it might take a little while for the winding up to complete over the next couple of years. And if I can just continue to have good tender offer results, I'm going to go ahead and stick around with that. For those of you that like to do the data on this, the entry price for me was an average of $8.44 per share, and I sold out on Friday, I think, or maybe it was Thursday, at $8.81 a share. And so over a 2-week period, I basically returned almost 5%, so not too bad. So any investing mutant that has followed me for a while will recognize that tender offers are kind of that entry, kind of like an entry drug, but an entry special situation investment. And this week's tender offer is one that kind of talks about that. And it is for the company Acceleron Pharmaceuticals. Acceleron Pharmaceuticals is a clinical stage biopharmaceutical company. And they recently had the proposed acquisition by Merck that was communicated on the 30th of last month. The acquisition price is to be at $180 per share, and it's by Merck, representing about a 2.8 or 2.7% premium to the current share price. Avoro Capital, one of the shareholders in Acceleron Pharmaceuticals, says that this price is less than about 89% of the comparable biopharma transactions. So Whalewisdom, I did some digging on Avoro because I thought that it was important to pay attention to them if they're going to go out there and try to seek additional people to buy the company. Avoro owns about 5%, 4.9% outstanding shares, and that's as of the June 13F filing. Whalewisdom also is reporting that Avoro's portfolio has about 6.5% of its total outstanding portfolio in Acceleron Pharma. I find this important because Avoro Capital looks like they may be trying to go out and maybe get a better bid for it, or at the very least try to raise the price on it. So this one might be an interesting one to buy into and hold. I don't know if I would put a full a full position or a double position on this. I don't know if I'd go any more than about 10% of my portfolio on this one, because it only represents about 2 to 3% return. And these are communications. This is not an actual, no kidding, scheduled TOI. So there, you may or may not know this, but when you're reading the TOs, the tender offer statements, there's two different kinds. There's the TOI and the TOC, and often when you're reading the TOCs, those are basically communications about it, but most of the time it is not, this is what's going to happen. The TOI is the no kidding, we've made this decision, we've got the date, we've got everything that we need in order to make sure that this happens. So I was looking at that one and I'm like, yeah, 3% without a date to be there, I don't know, it may or may not be worth it. Who knows? But then again, because of Avoro Capital, they may go out there and try to get a better price for it. So over the next couple of months, this one might be a good way to stash cash if you want to make sure that you have a relatively safe position to have in it. I think anyone that's interested in participating in the merger on this one, you should look at Avoro Capital themselves and the statement that they released in conjunction with this tender offer statement from Merck. The statement that Avoro Capital had that I think is most notable in this is that they said, "We feel incredibly strongly that this transaction would do a disservice to XLRN shareholders." And so, you know what? Again, tender offers, it's that entry-level special situation. And in this case, it's an entry-level special situation into the opportunity to learn more about a merger and do a little bit of merger arbitrage. Now, recognize that there are some risks when you're doing merger arbitrage, and often when there is a lower price and the opportunity that exists there, it means that that the deal may not go through at the price that people are thinking about. So in this case, some of the risks that come to me and principally make me a little hesitant to put a lot of funds into is, number one, there's no date for that merger to take place. Number two, there is still no significant TOI that's out that gives you a specific date and price and all the other things. And then finally, Avoro Capital may also be one of the people that may have some backlash associated with this. Anyway, I'm not sure what will happen. If you have your own thoughts on this, please go ahead and post them in the comments below. I did have one of my subscribers ask me about Vimeo, and so if you want me to do a little write-up on Vimeo, please go ahead and comment in the comments section below to let me take a look at that one. Vimeo is a spin-off from IAC that occurred earlier, I think it was earlier this year or at the end of last year, 2020, and the share price has been down quite a bit for it lately, and I might do some digging into this one this month just because it looks like it might be getting into an interesting area. So thanks a bunch for watching, guys, and we'll see you next week.